Hey ManCavians, this is Bob from DaBob's ManCave today. Not the N-scale ManCave, but just the ManCave. Because, well, I'm making something for making videos. And it's called a table dolly. You've probably seen a lot of these table dollies out there. Some are made just so it could follow on a track or just free flow drive on a table in a circle or in some small arc, something. What I wanted to do is have something stable for my camera, and so I'm building my own instead of buying one. Why did I do that? Because I'm crazy. I could have picked up one just perfectly fine made out of, carbon fiber and everything else, 28 bucks off of eBay or Amazon. You could do that too, but if you want to be ingenious and make something on your own, I'm going to show you how I did mine. And so let's get started, and I'm going to show you all the parts that you are going to need. Okay, things you're going to need. First and foremost, you're going to need something to mount your camera to. So purchase one of these little mounts. If you've got a mount already, that's great. Something cheap. I got this at a little camera computer store, and it's not too bad. It was like 19 bucks for these things. You can get them on eBay, any style you want, really. Also, all the stuff from here on is from Menards or another place. This knob is going to go on the bottom and screw into my mount to hold it in place. This is called a clamping knob. It's a 1/4 by 1.5 inches. It's these 3-inch, 5/16 by 18 by 3-inch rods, threaded rods. You're going to need 4 of those. You're also going to need a couple flange bolts. I picked the flange bolts because they already have sort of a washer on them already, and I don't need to put another washer on. These are 1/4 by 20 by 1 inch. These coupler nuts that go on the threaded rod. So you need 2 of these. You also need a plate. Now this plate you can get in the hardware area where you get your bracing for construction of decks and roofs and all that stuff that holds 2x4s together and so forth. This is designed to screw in or nail into 2 pieces of wood and keep them joined together. Also, you're going to need some 5/16 by 18 nuts. You only need really 8 of these, but you may want to get 12. The package, however, only contains 11, so I'm missing one to do a full demonstration here, but the other 4 are optional, really. The other thing you're going to need is some wing nuts. These are 1/4 by 20. They're going to go on to these flange bolts right here. And that's what's going to hold your wheels and everything onto this plate and make it easily adjustable. So let's start putting this together. You're going to take this plate and you're going to draw out some lines. You need to drill some holes, some 1/4 inch holes. 3 of them. You need 1 on each end and 1 in the center. The center one is for your camera mount, the other ones are for the wheels. Once those are drilled out, you need to kind of draw a pattern. And I just made a pattern like this out of, just necessity, because I need to have the wheels turn, because they're going to be mounted over here. They need to turn and have some place to go when they turn. So cut this out with a grinder, and I'm going to show you that process right now. I've measured the center right here, if you can see the lines. This is the center between these two holes and the center of the whole place, or the whole plate. Done that on both sides, and the X marks the spot where I'm going to drill. I'm also going to drill in the center hole right here, so I can mount my camera right on that point. I'm going to also drill a hole right through the center of this turnbuckle. And there we go. Got a hole drilled right through it. This will go right in there just fine. So I go in here, and I've got that right there. So it rubs up against right in there. You know, so that's my limit, basically about right there, so it doesn't rub. And that's a pretty tight turn. Now I just have to grind out the rest of this on both sides and put it back together. Okay, now that this is all ground off, the edges, I've smoothed off some of the edges. I may take another file and get some of the burrs off the edges. Don't want to cut yourself on this. I still have a few on here I can take it and put on the grinder. But all in all, this is pretty much the shape that I'm going to use. You don't have to keep these bumps here if you don't want to. I'm just doing so because, well, it makes my design look a little bit unique. And gives myself a little bit more metal and stability, I would think, when I put some weight on it. So let's go finish this off and we'll put the whole thing together. Okay, we're going to start building this. Now that you have this piece already made, you need to start with this coupling nut, your flange bolt, a flat washer. And flat washers, anything that'll fit, you can get, 1/4 inch, or in this case I've got probably a little bit bigger, 3/8 inch on here, but anything that will work. Thread it through the hole that you made in the nut. Thread it up through here. Put a flat washer on, a locking nut washer, and your wing nut. There we go. And you don't have to tighten it down all the way right now, because that's fine. What we really need to do is have that bolt in there so that it has a place to mark how far the threaded rod is going to go in on the sides. So you take your threaded rod, thread it in all the way till it stops, make it kind of tight. Okay, that's tight. What is an option is you take one of your nuts and thread it all the way down to the end. You have to go like this. What that's going to do is lock in the threads into the coupling nut so that the threads don't spin out later. But first we need to put on the wheels, so we're going to put in a nut onto the threaded rod, put it down a little ways, Nice spinning wheels. And if you need to get it down here far enough so that you have some threads showing through. Put it together and screw it down. Have it a little bit loose so that it spins freely and it doesn't bind on the bearings too much. You do that to the other 3 wheels. Washer, lock nut, wing nut. It rolls pretty freely. Put that piece right there. And it's loose. Guess what? I'm going to need to put some washers in there. I found 4 1/4 inch washers. They're 1 inch diameter. You can do something smaller if you want, as long as it isn't smaller than the base of this. But I extended that off so that I could get this clamped down. So there you go. I can go real tight like this, or I can go a little bit differently. And keep that straight and turn it. You tighten down the wing nuts where you want it to be, and away it goes. It does its thing. It's rudimentary, it's elementary, it's very, well, rough, as you could say. It's do-it-yourself. But it's roughly about the same size as the ones you can get online. About 7 inches long in here, and roughly about the same width on the wheels. You can take and put these in a track and have the whole thing just going straight down this track on a little kind of a dolly system, and it will just move as fast as you want it to with your camera, and you can get some great time-lapse shots. If you want to put it on a motorized kind of slider, you can do that, but this will be sort of a do-it-yourself kind of slider, kind of dolly. Now I'm going to probably make a slider next and see how that works. And it's not really a slider, it's more of a dolly rack. And well, we'll see how this looks. Till next time, ManCavians, happy videoing your model trains or whatever you're doing. And if you're on the tracks, get off the tracks. Bye. Don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Check out these videos over here. Also click on the links down below to follow me on social media. And leave a comment. Tell me what you liked. And as always, ManCavians, happy model railroading and stay off those tracks. Bye.